lot of people are quick to, focus and think about and discuss, publicly, especially on social media, about them losing their jobs, the government closing down, normal life for the most part, and how it's affecting them in a negative way and all these things. And look, I get it. When times are tough, it's easy to things, frustration, stress, animosity, like just looking back and thinking about things that you could have and should have done different, having to deal, with that. I completely get it, that it's easy to let that stuff build up, and it's easier to want to conveniently have an outlet or an individual or, whatever, something to blame. The fact is, this situation, whether you are at a place of consciousness where you will be able to interpret what I'm going to say, agree with it, embrace it, or even understand it, and guys, please stick with me, through this. Even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, even if it does piss you off slightly in the moment, it's going to be a short message, but I think it's a very, very important one. This situation isn't happening to us. This situation is happening for us. I want you to explore the possibility that the situation with the coronavirus and the COVID-19 pandemic and all of the changes that have been imposed in society as a result was placed here by, a higher being. Again, I'm not a overly religious person. I'm a very spiritual person. I don't know what the individual who's listening to this now, I don't know what you guys believe in, but I think that the majority of us believe in a higher power of some sort. But what if this higher power put this situation in our lives to teach us very valuable lessons that, let's be honest, that will be impossible to forget? Instead of looking at this situation as this, devastating and, all these like soul-crushing things, and what if the situation was presented in our lives to teach us to be more thankful, for the opportunities that we have, right? For the jobs, that some of us are out of work, some of us are, out of, getting their normal check, having to rely on, government assistance. To be more thankful and appreciative of just the fact that we have malls, right? The fact that we have stores that we can go to and buy things, the fact that we can go on the internet and typically, with a couple clicks, procure anything we want, and just the overall convenience that we have, the luxuries that we have in life. What if the situation was imposed on us to teach us how to be a little more resourceful, to teach us not to always rely on convenience, to show us that we have within us right now the ability to solve problems, to take control, and to take productive action to make things happen, even when, things aren't available the way that they normally are. All of us are obviously at different points, different things that we're struggling with, different things that we're doing well, different things that we need to improve on. But at the end of the day, if you can maintain that perspective and look at the situation as a blessing, as a gift from the universe, from a high power, from God, from a spiritual entity, from whatever, and recognize and truly believe that this situation has happened to show us who we really are, then you truly have the opportunity to transform every and any area of your life for the better. Because it isn't until we're confronted with the harsh, unforgiving truth that, look, I get it, doesn't always feel very good. It doesn't feel very good, struggling. It doesn't feel very good not being able to produce the income that you're used to. It doesn't feel very good, realizing that your skill set is basically dispendable and, you're easily replaced or easily let go of in times of adversity, crisis, or chaos. Doesn't feel very good, when, you're freaking the fuck out and, with all this stress and in your mind, you're like, oh, well, of course I'm freaking out because, it's crazy right now. I have a lot of stress. The world is crazy, whatever. Those are all excuses. Those are all convenient narratives that we tell ourselves to protect ourselves from the truth. Because, my friends, nothing, and I truly mean nothing, hurts, stings, or is a bigger wake-up call than the truth. But although it may in fact hurt, it's also the only thing that's going to set us free. This situation has happened for us. And now that we know the reality, now that we know exactly who we are, we have the opportunity to take productive, corrective, immediate action to fortify any of the areas that we need to improve on. Call me an eternal optimist, but I do not look at that as being a bad thing.